This person just came into the bar and said, hey, what are your pronouns? You kind of look like a they, them. And I hated that they were right.
What you want? What you want? Say wrong pronoun bad. Say correct pronoun bad. What? What you want? You come.
Wait a minute. That's the smartest thing I've ever heard anyone say about anything.
You love to see it when average everyday people start to wake up and realize just how crazy this whole thing is. Like the woman in that last clip. She realized it's a lose-lose situation. And these people will say things like, well, I just want to use the preferred pronouns because I want to be polite and I'm an ally and I want to be inclusive. But I still got yelled at and called a hateful bigot because I assumed the pronouns even though they were the correct pronouns. It's like, what? Do you hear yourself? Do you hear how crazy this sounds? And listen, trust me, it is not about being polite or being an ally or being inclusive. This is about power and control. And as I say all the time in this channel, demoralization and division, and ultimately destabilization. That's it. That's it. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a quick riddle on the screen for you guys. Now, I got it wrong. I hope you guys can fare a little better than I did. So on the screen, we have 6 people, 5 young ladies, 1 trans woman. See if you can tell the difference. Like I said, I couldn't.
Surely you can't be serious.
Now listen, I'm being serious when I say this. There are people out there that will make the claim that there is no difference between the 6 people that we were just looking at on the screen. Physically, biologically, physiologically, there are people that will say they're all the same, no difference. I'm sure you guys have heard it too. Anyway, then there's people out there like this lady. Roll it.
Why is there a Tesla here? Bro, there's an electric car.
Bro, do they not understand? Do they not understand? It's electric. They can't put petrol in it.
Look, you've got an electric car, mate.
That's how you can tell if it's a rental. Do they not actually understand that it's electric? They don't take petrol.
Mate, what's she honestly doing? Mate, I reckon that you should go. I reckon that you should go out and try help her. Go. Fair play, to be fair. Look, all these cars are waiting, yeah. Look, the car's electric. Look, it's an electric car.
There it is.
You didn't put petrol in it. You put charge. You charge it. It's electric.
Sitting there telling her it's on the other side. And then she's going, oh yeah, like...
It's an electric car.
But there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers out there. There's a lot of dumb motherfuckers out there.
Now listen, I don't know if that was a skit or if that was real life and that lady was really that fucking clueless, but those 2 guys should have helped her out a little sooner. I mean, they eventually did, but they sure did drag it out and have their fun with it. Anyway, this guy again. So this guy keeps making TikToks about the same thing, just different locations, whether he's at work, walking down the street, in a restaurant, in a coffee shop. He keeps making TikToks about being misgendered. So if that's the case, maybe take a look at the general consensus instead of just what your bathroom mirror is telling you, right? Maybe. Just saying. Roll it.
Getting misgendered is so frustrating because, like, I know what I look like. And I know that I'm not exactly wearing a dress right now, but I'm certainly not serving boy.
Then what the f*** are you talking about, man?
So I often talk about how the name calling these people do just doesn't hold any water anymore. It doesn't faze me the least bit, and I'm sure most of you guys feel exactly the same way. It's played out. It's played out. But in order to continue that victim hierarchy, they got to come up with some new ones. They got to come up with new names. So the phobes, the ists, the isms. So that's what we have here. It says, do you know much on childism? Childism. Just when you thought you'd heard it all. Roll the film.
You know about childism. This term hasn't trended yet, and people aren't talking about this. I think it's totally valid. Childism is the idea of, well, sexism, racism, discrimination against your sex, discrimination against your race. Well, childism is discrimination because you're a child. Like, for example, if a student were to come up to me and say, hey, Desi, I'm non-binary, can you call me they? And I told that student, oh, honey, you're way too young to know your gender identity. This would not only be transphobic, this would also be considered childism. Not only am I not respecting their pronouns, I would also be discriminating against them because of their age. I'm saying they are too young to know what their gender identity is. But you can do this in other ways too. If you don't respect children's opinions, which are completely valid, that's a form of childism. Well, enough credit, because it happens all the time. Just like ageism is a thing, we are discriminating against old people, childism is a thing too. Children need more of a voice in my opinion. So I'm a teacher. This helps.
Are you f***ing crazy? Huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, that crazy person is a teacher, and no, I will not be getting my talking points or taking advice from children. They're children. Children need to be led and guided, hopefully with the right set of principles, values, and ideals, but no adult should be getting their advice or talking points from children. That includes that teacher. Wow. Wow. Anyway, this next one. So, this is a result of the body positivity movement, also known as the fat acceptance movement. It's these people that make these videos where they're just shoveling food into their gullet, and it's all junk food and fast food, and they're just as fast as they can eat it. And I couldn't get through the one in yesterday's video. I apologize for those that wanted to see that whole thing. I will try to get through this one. I'm not making any promises. Roll the film, please.
Hi guys, welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. Remember, I'm fat and I don't eat healthy. Y'all remember that intro when you're watching the rest of this video, because I ate nothing but fast food today and none of it was healthy.
Look, fat, look, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Eat vegetable. Eat broccoli.
I'm sorry. Once again, I apologize. I'm sorry. Just like in yesterday's video, I couldn't do it. I could not bring myself to watch another 1.5 to 2 minutes of a morbidly obese person continuing to eat themselves to death. Every other word out of their mouth is a cuss word, and they talk to us like we're a bunch of fucking idiots in that condescending tone. So, couldn't do it. Maybe next video we'll get through a whole one. Can't make any promises. Anyway, so in the past couple years of making these videos, I've pretty much heard everything called racist or white supremacist, all the way from keeping a schedule to cleaning your room to doing your homework and everything in between. Well, here's a new one. 3 meals a day comes from white supremacy and colonialism. So now they're saying if you eat 3 meals a day, that's racist. Roll it.
That the 3 meals a day thing, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, is from colonialism.
I've been waiting for this day continuously. If you don't know me, please go check out my page. I talk a lot about diet culture and its roots in white supremacy, racism, and just whiteness in the food system as a whole. And this person really articulated it well. And also, thank you for sharing this book. What is so amazing about that book, and also what's being discussed in that video, is it really articulates how whiteness has infiltrated the way that we view and address our hunger cues, because we are trying to adhere to very strict schedules that our bodies didn't, they were not created to immediately adhere to. Like, you don't come out the womb being like, I will only eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Society tells you only eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And like, think about how many times people don't eat after dinner, even though they're still hungry, because it's like, well, I can't eat after dinner. That'd be bad.
That is the stupidest thing I ever heard of. Jesus Christ.
Hey, where are the white women at?
It'll be interesting to hear what they come up with next that's racist. Anyway, imagine sitting in on this hearing here for the Louisiana bill to require parental consent for youth gender transitions, and this person walks in looking like a circus clown. Now I'm going to play just a quick snippet of this person's testimony, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. All you need to hear is about the first 5-10 seconds. Before I roll it, I got to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is being brought to us by the YouTube channel Lynn & God's Angels. Lynn & God's Angels, thank you so much for sponsoring another video. I truly, truly appreciate the love and support. Now, Linen God's Angels has some great relaxing music if you want to meditate, if you want some music to meditate to or just chill out and relax to. I highly recommend going to subscribe to the channel after this video. I will link that in the description box below. So once again, Linen God's Angels, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. If you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below. I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Roll the film, please.
Like I said, I am Maxwell. I am trans. I am big gay baby. My pronouns are they, them. What are yours?
You people are a circus.
You got to expect that if you're going to show up at legislative hearings, courtrooms, and such with clown makeup on, you're going to take a little heat. I mean, that person could have just as easily shown up minus the clown makeup, minus the wig, maybe a button-up shirt, right? Anyway, all right, guys, we are going to be wrapping it up on this one because I just can't take anymore, and I'm pretty sure you guys can't either. That's just way, way, way too much brain aids for one day. And of course, we are going to be wrapping it up with everybody's least favorite former Vice President, Joe Biden. Now, I am shocked that they are still rolling this guy out to speak in front of the microphones. Whether there's a teleprompter, no teleprompter, doesn't matter. I cannot believe it. It's every time the guy opens his mouth, it's a disaster. Anyway, so he's talking about NBA Hall of Famer Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, formerly Lou Alcindor, then turned Muslim, changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and this is what we have. Anyway, guys, things are clearly getting crazy out there. A lot of crazy things happening, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
And the cheer for we cheer for Muslim athletes like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I know him, and I did mispronounce his name.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real. And you ain't black.